Good morning, Claire here, and welcome back to the channel. This week I have been able to focus in on some Christmassy things that I had actually been really looking forward to all season, and I'm actually kind of thankful that I was able to do it in a very unhurried way. Even though I've only got a week to enjoy some of these things, it was kind of nice to be able to just focus on starting over from scratch with these shelves and getting them clean. I wanted to be able to put some of my stuff that I already own up there that are not necessarily Christmassy, and festive, and add some of that Christmas cheer feeling up there. And it was just kind of fun to be able to do a little bit of rearranging, even though it definitely made a big mess in the kitchen, and then I had to find homes for everything else after that. But it was kind of fun to be able to kind of try different things out with the different decorations, especially the ones that I got from the thrift store this year, and see where I wanted them to go. And I finally came up with an arrangement that felt just right for me. And in the process, since there's kind of a lip on the shelves, I was able to put some books down as kind of like little risers so that they could sit up and you could see them better. And in the end, I also had some white felt that I had bought for a different project and put that on top of the books, so that it would just look more uniform and pretty. But I really ended up just loving the way that it kind of came together. I also had some extra balls for the trees that I thought would look really cute in this trifle dish, because I'm not going to be making anything like that this season. And it took some playing around and getting it just so, but that was just such a fun touch that I really enjoy looking at, a little bit of extra sparkle. I envisioned having more greenery around the house this year, but I didn't make it to Trader Joe's to buy a garland or anything like that. So I figured I would just go and get some sprigs off the tree in my backyard. And I forget what kind of tree this is. I think it's a Douglas fir maybe. But just got a few of those and brought them inside. I think that they brought a little bit of an extra touch of hominess and cheerfulness, and a great contrast for all of the red in the decorations up there. It gives it a little bit of an old world feel, and I really love that. Here I am just giving one of the thrift finds I showed a few weeks ago, that mercury glass style candle sconce, and I'm using just some glue gun and trying to make a little bridge to the other side so that I can close it up and I won't get cut, the kids won't get cut, and it'll look beautiful. And now is the time to light all the candles. I've made a few little holiday vignettes that make me really cheerful to look at. I am a little bit of a maximalist, so having a lot of little things, put together in a kind of a cute, charming, mismatchy way always brings me so much joy. And my kids also are huge fans of the candlelight. Especially my son, he gets such a kick out of it and likes to pretend like it's the olden timey days. So that is what we did quite a bit the last few days. And here is the nighttime view of our decorations. And here is my son Connor lighting the way to my soup on the stove that I'm making for us for dinner. And then also with the candles, we have a candle snuffer, so that is his second favorite thing to do besides lighting the candles. One of the things that I was determined to do this season is to make some dried orange slices for decorating, and I have put that off as well until the last week of Christmas, which is fine. It's never too late to create some magic. In this case, I had a mandolin in my pantry that I have literally never used in the entirety of my adult life. But I thought today was a great time to give it a test, and here we go. It actually did kind of a perfect job for making these very thin orange slices. And I was afraid that if I were to hand cut them, that would make them too thick and it would take forever for them to dry out. But this was the large, cutting setting or whatever on the mandolin. And then on the ends that it wouldn't go any further, I just threw them into a bowl so that I could make orange juice. My son was not impressed with the amount of orange juice that my orange ends made.
That's all.
I ended up making 2 trays worth of orange slices, and I let them cook for about in 30-minute increments at 200 degrees in the oven, and in that little Ninja oven. And then I would just flip over each round for and set it for 30 more minutes, and it ended up taking about 3 hours total of just coming back and checking on it and flipping it every 30 minutes till it was to the right dryness. And they turned out really cute. I'm excited to hang them up, maybe string them on a garland and put them in the window, because they kind of shine the light through really beautifully, and I can just see it making such a bright spot throughout the winter, not just for Christmas. And then me and the kids attempted to make some gingerbread cookies. And of course, Connor's first concern was lighting the candles.
We must set our ambiance, darling.
Mom, I don't like it.
You don't like the fire? You like the fire?
Yeah, let's see it.
You want to see it?
Happy birthday to you.
And bless you. Oh, sweet.
I'm not going to give you the recipe that we're cooking because it did not end up turning out quite how we hoped to, or you'll see. But with that being said, I'm going to speed through a lot of this, but there were some fun, cute moments in the kitchen with the kids, and they were both really eager to help.
Would you like to crack some eggs?
And they will take any occasion to turn anything into a dance party. The butter beats.
All right.
I think I'm gonna cut out most of the baking here, even though it was all so cute and there were so many adorable things said. But I'm gonna skip to sort of the end part where we have more cute moments, but like I said, it didn't end up how we hoped to. But even though it's chaotic cooking with 2 kids sometimes, they were so sweet and to each other and so willing to help. And then we just mixed everything up. I needed to get everything into a bowl to be able to chill it for an hour in the fridge, but Connor decided he needed some old-timey Victorian shenanigans, which he usually does. There's just something about that little brass finger holder candlestick that makes things even more fun and festive. I didn't realize we were going to have to wait an hour until I read the recipe. I'm really bad about not reading a recipe all the way through and just doing it as it comes up. But I probably got asked about 10 million times if it was going to be, if it was, the hour was up yet, before the hour was up. So every minute to the minute I was asked. And then it was time to roll out the cookie dough to get it flat enough for us to be able to do our cookie shapes. and that ended up being a 3-team job.
Good job.
And Katana was especially good at encouragement.
Very nice.
Very nice. Come on, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Yes. Come on. Very go. Very nice. And up. And down. And stop. And
She's a good cheerleader. Here, let me have it.
And then it was time for us to finally use all of our cookie cutters. And I had been so excited about this for months, actually, because I got a bag of cookie cutters for I think $5 at the thrift store, and it had like 3 different sizes of the gingerbread, girls and boys. But unfortunately, our cookie dough did not come up easily, and so we just ended up having to do blobs of various sizes and shapes and just be okay with that. So that was a little disappointing, and baking mishaps kept continuing to happen. But oh well, it was just time to put them in the oven, get them baked, and that was how they turned out. And they tasted good, but they weren't beautiful, and that's okay. So with that being said, Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. I hope you have a lovely Christmas, making lots of memories with your family. Even if your cookies are burnt, you're fine, you're okay. It's still going to be a blessed day. See y'all next week.